Go ahead.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Allie, for those of you that do not know me. I am very happy to be here, and we're going to do an advanced mat, so I'd like you to start standing up. Stand at the end of your mat, on your mat, with your heels together, toes slightly apart. And with your arms down by your side, I'd like you just to stand and take a deep breath. I want you just to bring an awareness to where you are on your feet, where you're standing on your feet. If you feel a bit of gripping in your toes, you might be leaning forward. And if you feel your toes lifting up off the mat, you might be leaning back. Try to stand right on the center of the foot. Good. Cross one arm over the other. Float your heels off the mat. Step one leg in front of the other and lower yourself to the mat with control. Use your arms if you need to. Bring your hands by your side, lift your hips back, and lie back on your mat. Measure that you have 1 hand's distance above. Now, listen to your body. If there is any exercise that we come to that feels awkward or uncomfortable in any way, please leave that exercise out. There are over 500 exercises in Pilates, and not every single one is right for each individual. So with your arms down by your side, take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, just give your weight to the mat. Bring an awareness to your box, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. And take one more deep breath in, and exhale. Last time, inhale. When you exhale, I'd like you to lift your head off the mat, reach your arms forward, and prepare for your 100. Float the legs an inch off the mat. Vigorously begin pumping. Inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5, 10 deep breaths. Make sure the tips of the shoulder blades are on the mat. Deep breath in, deeper breath out. When you've completed 10, lengthen the legs long to lower them to the mat. There's a bar by your side. Take it if you would like it. And we go into the roll up for 8. Inhale, lift your head off the mat. Exhale and peel as you press forward. If you need the strap, at this point you can place your legs underneath the strap. Inhale, round back. And reach to the ceiling. Now hug and plug, bring your arms to the ceiling, 90 degrees, plug your shoulders, now lengthen back, keeping your ribs long, lengthening into the mat, good. Inhale, peel. Exhale, hug the midline of the legs as you stretch forward and reach. Inhale, round back, keeping the shoulders on the back. As you exhale, lengthen and reach. One more for precision, peeling up. Exhale, deepen and stretch forward. Inhale, rounding back. And exhale, reach. Now these are all precision, but we can pick up the tempo a little bit. Breathe in as you round up, breathe out as you stretch forward. Breathe in as you round back, and breathe out as you lengthen. Keep going. Good work, everybody. Looking good. Total. See that peel. Soften your knees if you need to. Breathe in and peel. Round back. Keep that good. Exhale and stretch. Nice. When you've completed 8, you'll place the bar down. Some of you might need to readjust, making sure that you've got room above you for the rollover. 3 in each direction. Reach your arms long. Bring your legs up to 90. Or scoop as you reach your arms up and overhead on 1. Open and flex. Now draw your thighs to the chest as you reach your heels behind you, rounding through the spine. You're welcome. And again, 3 in each direction. Open, flex. Now press your heels to the wall behind you as you lengthen, reaching long. 1 more. Draw the abdominals in and up as you lift. Keep the neck long so you're not putting pressure on the back of the neck. When you've completed 3, you reverse. If it's available to you, you do have 2 bars. If you want, you can bring your toes to the bar and give yourself a stretch before you draw the legs together. If not, it's okay not to. 1 more. After you've completed 3, leave your right leg in the air and lengthen your left leg to the mat for single leg circles. Hands behind the knee, 3 gentle stretches. Waking up still, it is morning. And bring your arms back by your side. Now, stabilize the left leg, reaching it long. Cross the body, circle around and lift 1. Focus on that stabilization. If you have it, you can go into the full advanced circle. 2 for precision, 3 for flow. But focus on the abdominals, drawing in and up. And reverse, open, circle around and up 1. Open, circle around and up 2 with flow. Open around and up. Open, draw those abdominals in and up. Do not let that opposite leg move. There you go, and lengthen the leg to the mat, change legs. And 3 stretches, 1, 2, and 3. And now set yourself up before you start. Find your box, make sure your leg is not overshooting 90 to begin. And reach across the body, circle around and up 1. 1 more for precision. Find those points in space and flow for 3. Reach your arms long. Open the chest and shoulders. Keep that box stable. And reverse, 2 for precision, 3 for flow. And lengthen the leg to the mat. Transition with a roll-up. Set up for rolling like a ball for 8. Bring your hands by your hips. Lift your hips to your heels. Drawing your abdominals in. Bring your hands to your ankles or shins and draw it in. Now drop your head between your knees, balance with your heels off, and rock back only to the tips of the shoulder blades, and right away come up 1. And right away come up 2. After this one, I want you to balance. Bring your hands to your shoulders, bring your elbows to your knees, draw the abdominals in and up, and try 4 more. Keep your elbows connected to your knees to bring yourself up. Are you breathing? Exhale to bring yourself up. Come up and balance. And bring your hands down by your side. Lift your hips back. Bring the right leg in to prepare for the single leg stretch. Exhale that leg in as you lengthen your tailbone in opposition. Change legs. Exhale the opposite leg in. Elbows wide again. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you hug. We're going to do 10. You guys are advanced, and let's flow now. Inhale the right, inhale the left, exhale and exhale. Keep it moving. Let the breath flow. If that breath doesn't work for you, just allow the breath to flow, elbows wide. When you complete 10, we're going to go right into the double leg stretch. Inhale, lengthen the arms long, legs, and exhale, circle the arms and hug. Inhale, reach, open the arms, exhale, deepen and hug as you lengthen the tailbone. Again, reach, and exhale and hug. And keep going to 10. After this set, we are going to rest the head. So really draw the abdominals in and up and find that position. Good. All precision, all about the breath. When you reach, don't let the shoulders get up to your ears. Big exhale, rest the head. Now keep the neck long and just draw your nose over to your right shoulder, giving a lengthening stretch on the opposite side. And come back to center and reach over to the other side. Bring your head back to center and come up for single leg stretch or scissors. Reach your legs up. And it's a double pulse. Pull, pull, switch and change. Pull, pull, change. Good. Lengthen that other leg out. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. 10 full sets. When you've completed 10, lift your legs to the ceiling. Bring the hands 2 more like that. 1 more. Now you may need to repeat 4 more just like that. If it's available to you, reach all the way out toward the floor and come up only halfway. And lengthen, and up halfway. And reach to the floor, lift halfway. 1 more, reach. And halfway, bend in and rest. Like I said, listen to your body. Where you are today is absolutely okay. Now, crisscross form is most important to me, so bring your legs to a tabletop position and bring your hands underneath your knees. Now round yourself up enough to get the tips of the shoulder blades off the mat and see if you can stay there and bring the hands behind the head. Take a nice deep breath, exhale and twist. Opposite knee, lengthen the leg. Good, lift to center. And then twist to the knee and look behind you. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and reach. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Come back to center and bring your hands underneath your knees at tabletop again and readjust. Get yourself back up to that perfect position. Bring the hands behind the head. 2 more sets. Exhale and twist. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale and twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Big exhale. Lift to center and lower yourself to the mat. Lengthen your legs long. Take your hands, clasp your thumbs, and reach your arms overhead. Lengthen and stretch over. Good. Bring your arms to the ceiling and transition with a roll up to set up for the spine stretch forward. Heels right to the center of your moon boxes. Flex the feet, toes to the ceiling, knees to the ceiling. Now, sit up and make sure you're not leaning forward at all. So just come back slightly, as if you're right up against a brick wall. Take a nice deep breath in. On a single breath, exhale the chin to the chest. Nose to the navel, crown of the head to the knees. Keep your hips anchored. Keep your shoulders on your back. Inhale, stack the bones to sit up tall. Lengthen, tiny waist, as Ramona used to say. And exhale, up and over. Good. 3 more on your own. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, up and over. Open leg rocker. Lift your legs to your hands and bring your legs up into position. Look into the abdominals as you rock back. And come all the way up and lift your chest at the top of the stretch. Again, loose toes, rock back and lift up. And again, back. And right away, come up. 1 more. Either repeat 4 more just like that, or bring the legs together, flex your feet, and hook your fingers around your big toe. And rock back and bring it up 1. Good. And lengthen and lift. Trying, that is the goal. You can bring your hands where they land, reaching as long as you can. Last one. Come up and everybody bring your legs together and show me your first teaser of the day. And with control, melt your back to the mat. Lift your legs straight up to 90 and bend the knees into the chest. Good. Now, I'm aware that this is not the full advanced version of the corkscrew, but I really like coming back to this version of the corkscrew because I think it's what prepares us the best for what's ahead. Bring your arms down by your side, open up, glide your shoulders onto your back, feel that box, bring your legs straight up to the ceiling, and we're gonna start with a basic tick-tock. Take the legs over to one side. Draw the abdominals in and up and lift back to center. And up and over to the other side. You can look in the opposite direction if you want, and lift to center. And 1 more set each side. And lift to center, and over. Good, now thinking about your jackknife, thinking about the roll over, you're gonna peel the bottom 3 vertebrae off the mat, lower with control, and then do your corkscrew around. And lift, control the descent, and circle the legs. 2 more sets. Try not to pop. Descend slowly. Lift, control. Better. Keep the neck long if it's available to you. And 1 more. And I'd like you, after you finish, to bend your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. Lengthen your legs long. Transition to, with the roll up for your saw. You don't have your blocks. Are you okay? Okay. Bring your arms out to the sides of the room. Now, anchor the hips, grow up through the waist, and find that wall behind you again. And sit up as tall as you can. Now, lift to twist to the opposite foot and saw off the baby toe. 1, 2, 3. Rise and twist to the other side and saw. 1, 2, 3. Lift and twist. And saw. And lift and twist. And saw. On the last set, if you haven't already, incorporate the breath. Inhale as you twist. Exhale as you saw. Inhale, rise and twist. And exhale, saw. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your arms and legs together. Lower yourself to the mat with control. And turn over and lie prone. Setting up for the swan. Bring your hands right by your ribs. And I want you to use your hands, glide your shoulders onto your back and lengthen yourself up. We're just going to do a neck roll today to prepare for the swan. And just let your head circle in one direction. And reverse that circle. And then lower yourself to the mat with control. If the swan is available to you, I want you to bring your legs together and try and hug the midline. Press yourself up, keeping a soft bend in the elbows. Come up high there, and you're going to float the hands in front of you as you rock 3 times. And lift 1, lift 2, lift 3. Now lower yourself completely to the mat before you bring your hands by your ribs and press back to your heels and give the back a stretch. Take a deep breath. Exhale and bring yourself back forward to set up for single leg kick. You can bring your fists together and prop yourself up. You can also stay nice and parallel. But what's important to me is that the forearms are pressing into the mat, that the shoulders glide onto the back, and that you're lifting your chest forward, and that your abdominals obviously are drawing in and up, keeping your hips anchored. Bend the right leg and kick twice. Lengthen that leg. Left leg, kick, kick, and reach. Again, kick, kick, lengthen the leg, kick, kick. And now we flow. Kick, kick, switch in the air, kick, kick. Kick, 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 kick. Keep it going. Now, press the forearms, lift the chest. Keep the upper body active. Keep the abdominals drawing in and up. Last one. Lower yourself to the mat and prepare for the double leg kick. Bring your hands behind your back. And then one hand, instead of clasping the fingers, place one hand on the palm of the other, and then slide your fingers up underneath your shoulder blades if it's available to you. Good. Now, anchor your hips and lift your abdominals from this position. With the legs as close together as you can, kick 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now press the legs, lengthen the arms, open the chest and shoulders and reach. Lower to the mat and look the other way. Kick for 3. And then draw the abdominals in and up as you reach. Try to lift the hands off the body and release. So the hands stay together, but they don't sit on your seat. Open the chest and shoulders and reach. And again, 1, 2, 3. Open the chest and shoulders. Draw the abdominals in and up. Last set. And press and reach. Lower yourself to the mat. And bring your arms down. Sit back on your heels and lengthen the spine, stretching forward. Reach the arms. And take 3 deep breaths. I'm going to throw in something fun here from our reformer. We're going to do the thigh stretch. So come on up onto your knees. I want you to measure one hand's width between the legs and lengthen your legs long behind you. Try to feel the tops of the feet long. Bring your arms out in front of you. Now draw your abdominals in and up as you lengthen back in one piece, and exhale, come forward. Good. Inhale, lengthen back, drawing the abdominals in and up. Exhale to come forward. One more, lengthen back. And exhale. Good. One more time, stretch the spine. Bring your hands down, sit back towards your heels and reach. Roll up through the spine, and if you need to, place your feet under the strap for the neck pull. Again, legs are hip socket width apart, parallel legs, and we're going to start sitting up. Straighten the legs as much as you can. If you need a gentle bend, that's okay. One hand in the palm of the other behind the nape of the neck. Now, take an inhale and sit up as tall as you can. Exhale, round forward. And just with flexed feet, feel that stretch. Lengthening up the legs and over. Stack the bones and sit up tall. Lengthen back to the high diagonal. Now from the tailbone, you curl and lengthen to the mat one bone at a time. Stay very low as you inhale to round up. Exhale, head to knees. Inhale, stack the bones as you sit up tall. Lengthen to the high diagonal and curl and reach. to the mat. One more for precision. Peel it up. Press through your heels as you exhale. Inhale, stack the bones and lengthen. And exhale, melt to the mat. Good. Now flowing. Inhale and exhale over. Inhale, sit up tall, lengthen. Exhale, melt the back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, over. Inhale, sit up tall. And lengthen to exhale, melt, melt, melt. Two more on your own. Try not to thrust in the beginning there. It has to maintain that same precision even when the tempo is quicker. Bring it up much better. Nice adjustment. Great. And rest. Nice. Bring your arms down by your side. Slide your feet out. Bend up the legs. Let's go into shoulder bridge. Bring your feet in close. Reach your fingertips long. Press. Lift the tailbone. Lift the waist. And lift the ribs. Lengthen one leg to the high diagonal. And double kick to the ceiling. Flex, reach that heel as close to the mat as you can. And kick to the ceiling. Lift your hips as you lengthen. And kick, kick. Lift and lengthen. Good. One more. And bend and place that leg down. Now lift the hips again. Find that position. Other leg extends to the high diagonal. Kick to the ceiling. And flex, reach. Kick to the ceiling. And reach long. One more. And reach. Bend and place that leg down and melt through the spine. One bone at a time. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a stretch. Lengthen your legs long. Transition with a roll up and come up for spine twist. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you stretch. Now draw your legs together. Flex your feet. Look at your feet and do not let them move. Lengthen your arms out to your side. Now sit up nice and tall. Lift out of the waist. Take a deep breath and twist toward me. Lift, lift. Good. Inhale, exhale, lift. And center. Exhale and twist. Lift, center. And exhale and twist. One more time each side. Lift. And good. Bring your arms long in front of you. Roll to the mat with control. Set up for your jackknife. Again, measuring, you got one hand's width behind you so you have some room. Bring your arms long by your side. Press those palms to the floor. Now, I don't know if some of you do want to use the bar. If you're used to it, you're welcome to, as long as it doesn't bother your shoulders. Take your legs up and overhead on one. Jackknife the legs up to the ceiling. Now look at your toes. Keep them in your vision as you lengthen and reach. Lengthen and reach to the mat. And out to 45, up and overhead 2. Jackknife the legs up. Now hug the midline of the legs as you melt through the spine. One vertebra at a time. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. And reach. 2 more on your own. Jackknife the legs up and reach the arms long and melt through the spine. I'm going to spot you on the last one, okay? And bring yourself overhead. And then lengthen up. Good. Now, melt through the spine. One. Good. Very nice. And hug your knees in. And bring yourself up. Set up for your side kick series. So now I've got this for you. Let's turn and face me at this side so that I can give you this way. There you go. And then you'll need to bring your blocks forward. This here for the other side. And set yourself up against the back edge of your mat. Make sure your elbow, shoulder, and hip are in the straight line. And make sure that one hip is right on top of the other. Flex the bottom foot. Now take your top hand and bring it right behind the head, unless you need to have it down, which is fine as well. What I want to see is stability in the upper body. Front to back for 8. Kick, kick, now lengthen and stretch. And double kick and lengthen and stretch. Make sure your tailbone is reaching for the mirror as you kick forward. And now let's flow. Kick, kick, slice the air and stretch. Double kick, slice and stretch. Keep the upper body stable by drawing the abdominals in and up. 8 total. Keep that elbow still on top. And when you've completed that, one leg on top of the other. Try not to move the upper body. Up, down, lift your leg hip height. Now resist as you lengthen through the heel to lower. Up and hold. Press and reach. Up and hold. Resist and lengthen. Up and hold. Press. Now we reverse that. Resist to lift the leg, lengthen to lower. Resist and reach. Resist. tops of the feet long, small circles, 5 in each direction. Find the back of the circle. Reach for me. There you go. That's correct. And after 5, you reverse. Is everybody breathing? I can take that on myself. Make sure I'm breathing. Good. And when you've completed 5, today we're going to go right into big circles. So take the leg forward, grand rond de jambe. We sometimes say lift to the ceiling. Now rotate all the way to the back and come home. 5 in each direction. Up and around. Lengthen and reach behind you and come home. Forward. Big toe to the ceiling. Now rotate through that hip as you reach back and come home. 2 more. Try to stabilize as best you can the upper body. If you feel like you're moving a lot in your upper body, bring that top hand down. Utilize whatever stabilization you need, support. Now reverse that. Take the leg behind you. Now keep it behind you as you reach all the way up to the ceiling and rotate to the front. And back. Up and around to the front. I'm sorry you bumped that guy. And keep going. Draw the abdominals in and up. And one leg on top of the other. Good. We're going to do 2 of the big finishes today, and I will give you a stretch with this second one. Bring your hand down for bicycle. Take the leg in front of you. Now bend the leg. Keep the leg bent as you reach it behind you, drawing the abdominals in and up, and press to the back diagonal. Straight leg comes all the way forward. And yeah, I'm going to move this. Keep going. You're okay? And again, on the 4th one, we're going to do something slightly different. Now on the 4th one, bring your leg forward, bend your knee into your chest and hold the shin and squeeze out the air. Take a hold of your ankle and bring knee to knee and give yourself a quad stretch, but draw the abdominals in and up. Now take the leg behind you, stretch both arms forward and give yourself a spiraling stretch. Lengthen and breathe. Top leg comes down so it's right on line with the body, not lifted up in the air, and come all the way home. Set yourself up again for the reverse of the bicycle. Top leg lengthens back. Now keep your knee there and lift the heel to the seat. Bring the knee all the way into the chest and press forward and reach. 2, lengthen back. Lift the heel to the seat, draw the knee into the chest, press and reach. 2 more. Here we are on the last one. Bring your leg behind you. Now bend and reach behind you and see if you can hold. Draw knee to knee so the leg is not up, but it's drawing in. Good. Now from the abdominals, bring the knee into the chest and squeeze out the air. Now take that leg hand underneath the leg and see if you can straighten your leg in front of you. And stretch. Keep one hip on top of the other. And bring your leg down and rest. Lie on your stomach. Bring one hand on top of the other for beats. Now draw the abdominals in and up, lift the legs and beat for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little higher. And then melt everything to the mat. Take a deep breath and roll right over to the other side. Setting yourself up again against the back edge of the mat. So bring your hips all the way back. Good. Bring your legs forward. I'm going to give you a little bit of a stretch just to lengthen that out, give you a little more height. And we do front to back for 8. Take the top leg forward and double kick and lengthen and stretch. And kick, kick, reach and lengthen, double kick to the front, stretch and reach, let's flow. Kick, kick, slice the air and reach. Double kick, slice and reach. Keep it moving and lengthen the leg. Last 2. Remember, upper body stable. Don't let that top elbow be moving. And bring one leg on top of the other. And lower lift. Lift the leg up, down, and press and resist. And only lift hip height today. Lift and hold. Lengthen and reach through the heel. Lift up. Reach long. 1 more. Now we reverse that. Resist to lift. Press to lengthen. Resist to lift. Reach to lengthen. 2 more. Good. Tops of the feet long, small circles. 5 in each direction, around 1. Breathe. Neck long. Look out toward me, Alexandra. There you go. And reverse. And then rest the leg. big circles. Take the leg forward. Lift up to the ceiling. Rotate around as you reach behind you and glide forward 2. Up and around. And again, we're going to 5. This is 3. As soon as you need to, bring that top hand down if you need to stabilize. Last one. Bring one leg on top of the other and reverse. Now lengthen the leg behind you. Keep it behind you as reach all the way to the ceiling and stretch to the front. And back 2. Up and around. And reach. And one leg on top of the other. Again, 3. Bend. Reach. And extend. Now take the leg forward, bend the knee into the chest and squeeze out the air. Slide your hand down to hold the top of the ankle and give yourself a quad stretch, drawing knee to knee. Now draw your abdominals in and up. And then lengthen that leg behind you. Take both arms to twist and spiral a star. And come all the way home and reverse the bicycle. 4 sets. Lift the heel, bring the knee into the chest. And lengthen forward, back 2, bend, into the chest, and extend, and 3. Press the bottom leg to the mat. Last one. Now lengthen the leg behind you, bend and reach your arm back, and hold that ankle, drawing knee to knee. Bring the knee into the chest and squeeze out the air. Take the hand to the back of the leg and press all the way out to the street while you keep one hip right on top of the other. And rest down. Nice. Lie on your back, bend your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. Let the knees open slightly, hold on to the tops of the ankles with your heels together and lengthen your spine. So feel that you're not curling your tailbone up, but you're giving a stretch while maintaining as best you can a neutral pelvis. Good. Bring your arms long by your side for the teaser. Teaser number 1, with your knees in your chest, arms by your side. Lift your head off the mat. And peel yourself up as you press the legs to the high diagonal. Now keep the arms parallel as you melt back till the bottom rib touches and peel to bring it back up. And melt back 2. And lengthen to lift. And one more, 3. Bring it up and hold. Now keep your back still. Teaser number 2, the legs lower lift 1. Lower lift 2. And lower lift 3. Now reach your arms to the ceiling. Take it all the way to the mat for teaser number 3. Let yourself lie down. Don't maintain. Yeah, there you go. Now set yourself up again. Draw the legs together. Abdominals in and up. And peel yourself up for teaser number 3. Lift the arms to the ceiling. Now lengthen back and try not to completely release to the mat. Bring yourself up again. Lengthen and reach to the mat. One more time. Bring yourself up and hold. Circle the arms in one direction, legs in the opposite, around and up 1. And reverse that, around and up 2. And let's float the arms to the ceiling and melt everything to the mat. We'll set up for the hip circles again. Good. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Now bring yourself up to sitting for hip circles. You can either place your hands back on your bar, you can bring your hands down to the floor on the outside if you need more support, or you can be up on your mat, or you can bend your elbows. We've got lots of options. What I'd like you to do is bring your knees into your chest and press your legs straight up to the ceiling. Now, only make these as big as you can control. Circle the legs around and up 1. And reverse, around and up. And scoop, around and up. Open the chest and shoulders, reverse, around and up. And bend the legs in and rest. Good, lower yourself to the mat with control. Turn over and come forward to the front of your mat to set up for swimming. Come all the way forward to the front of the mat. Chest is off the mat, reaching your palms to the carpet. Now press yourself up. Lift your chest up and grow. Lift your right arm and your left leg and lift to change, left and right. Lift to change, this is slow. And lift to change, we now swim. Pump the arms, pump the legs, breathe in and breathe out. Deeper breath in, deep breath out. Last deep breath. Exhale and melt everything to the floor, and then sit back on your heels and stretch. Good. Setting up Bring yourself to your mat, bring your arms in by your side. You're gonna push up into a push-up position, into a plank position, but from lying down. So set yourself up and bring your arms by your side, flex your feet and press straight up into a push-up position. Lift your right leg and reach it behind you and double pulse and bring it forward. One. Other leg lifts. Keep your hips square. Back and come forward. And again, back and forward and back and forward. Now we're going to turn around to face the other side. So bring one hand into the other. Flip your arms around and sit yourself up facing forward. Lift your hips up nice and tall. Adjust if you need to. Kick your right leg to the ceiling and lift your hips as you lengthen to the mat. And left leg, kick, kick, reach and lengthen. Kick, kick, and lengthen. Kick, kick, and lengthen. Facing me for kneeling side kicks. Bring one leg under and prop yourself up, bringing your hand behind your ear. Now, what's most important to me is the position. So lift the leg and press that foot to the mirror, keeping your leg perfectly perpendicular. There you go. Now front, kick to me, front to back, and reach to lengthen. 3 total. Kick, kick. Keep lifting and reaching. One more. This is a toughie, I know. Now reach your foot to the mirror and circle for 3. And reverse. And then bring your knees center and stand up right to me. Bring your arms to a T and lift over to the other side. Now press 3, reverse. 1, 2, 3, and bring yourself down. Set up for your mermaid. Let's sit our seat on this side. There you go. Bring the legs in as close as you can. Place the hand underneath the knee. Now hug and plug that arm. Shoulder on the back and bring it straight up to the ear. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, lengthen to the high diagonal. Inhale, lift taller. Exhale, lengthen to the high diagonal and keep reaching down the wall. Inhale, sit up and lengthen. Exhale all the way over, reaching for the floorboards. If it's available to you, you can bend your elbow. Give yourself a stretch. Show me your T, lifting your arms up to a T. Now counter stretch. Keep your hip anchored as you bend the elbow and stretch all the way over. Breathe. Use the abdominals to come straight up. And switch sides by teasering the legs up and around. Set yourself up again. You guys are looking great. Bring the hand right to the ankle. Now really reach your arm in front of you. Plug that shoulder onto the back and reach your arm to your ear. Now lengthen up to the ceiling. Exhale over to the high diagonal. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, press to the high diagonal and keep lengthening over toward the wall. Last one, sit up nice and tall. Reach long, exhale to the high diagonal. Keep reaching down the wall toward the floorboards. Bend the elbow if it's available to you and stretch. And then come up and show me your T and counter stretch. Reach and lengthen, good. Nice, boomerang. Set up for your boomerang, facing forward, one leg on top of the other. Now bring your hands in by your side. I want to see you lifting your legs like a magnet between the toes and your nose. Lift your legs to your nose as you round back. Quick boomerang of the legs. Come up and find your teaser. Float the hands, bring them behind you and lift. And up and over you go, stretching and reaching for the toes. Again, rock it back. Quick boomerang of the legs. Come up and show me that teaser. Bring your arms down, lift your arms to stretch, up and over you go, and reach for your toes. One more set on your own. Take it overhead, find the abdominals, quick boomerang, and keep the flow on this guy. Reach the arms back, lift your toes to your nose, and stretch up and over. Last one. Sorry. Come up and find that position, and bring it back, and reach. Uncross your legs and just give yourself a forward stretch. Flex the foot, hold on to the tops of the feet, and stretch. The seal, bring yourself up. Lift your hips forward. Bring your hands on the inside of your legs. There you go. Sit back and find your balance. Now, draw your knees to your elbows and draw your elbows to your knees as you beat for 3. Rock back and beat to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Bring it up. 8 total. You guys know this guy. You've been doing it since the beginning. Today, I'm going to have you take it all the way to standing after you've completed 8. And cross the the legs and lengthen all the way up to standing. From where you are, turn around and face me at the end of your mat. Bring your arms straight up to the ceiling for push-ups. Now lift your arms long, round forward, and reach for the floor. Walk out in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're in position. 3 push-ups. Bend and straighten 1. Elbows to the ribs. If it's hard, everyone's looking good, so I'm not even going to give that correction. Lift the abdominals, and then chin to the chest. Walk yourself back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lengthen up the body and reach and stretch. Challenge. Bring one leg behind you. Lower yourself to the mat. Walk yourself out on one leg and find your push-up position. 3 push-ups. Lower lift 1 from the abdominals. Keep your head up. Keep your hips on line with your spine. And now, oh, whoops, we should have faced the other direction. My goodness, we're going to switch for the other side. That's my bad. And bring it up and balance. Walk down to the other side so that you have full room for a nice arabesque. Bring your arms straight up to the ceiling. Lengthen the other leg behind you. Now balance control as you go over. Reach for the floor and walk yourself forward. And 3 push-ups. Now chin to the chest. Press that extended leg behind you. Walk straight back. Now here's your challenge. See if you can reach your arms in front of you and come up and balance. Lengthen and grow, lengthen and grow, lengthen and grow. And bring your legs together, reach your arms all the way up. And open your arms. Good. Do we have time for some weights? Can we do some?
I think so.
Okay, so we can do weights or we can do magic circle. Is everything accessible? Which is
Weights
more
are
important?
okay.
Heels together, Pilates stance, and I'd like you to bring your arms straight out in front of you and then glide your shoulders onto your back. Now, use the biceps as you lift up to 90 degrees. Use the triceps as you press to lengthen. And repeat, lift and lengthen, working the muscles in both directions, and bend and straighten. 2 more, 5 total. Keep your shoulders on your back and lengthen. Last one, keep those elbows at 90 and lengthen. Now open your arms so they're in your peripheral vision, but they're out to the side. And squeeze and lengthen. For 5, reach. I'm going to come slightly forward with your arms, just so really you can see them out the sides of your eyes. And lengthen. Keep your elbows up and bend and lengthen. And when you've reached 5, just bring your arms down by your side. With your arms by your side, open up your chest and shoulders. Lengthen your arms behind you. Draw the abdominals up. Keep the elbows back as you bend. Press, lengthen, and reach. And bend. And reach. And bend. Good. And when you've reached 5, just rest your arms down by your side. Now, bend one arm. Bring it straight up and glue to your ear as you lift up and over, and let the opposite arm dangle. Reach for the ceiling, keeping the arm to the ear, and lower and change. Reach the ceiling. Lift up and over, keeping that arm plugged to the ear. Let the opposite shoulder release. And bring it up. 2 more sets each side. Lift and lengthen. Now find that length in the waist before you stretch up and over. And lift to the ceiling and bend and change. One more set. Last side. Bring your arms down by your side, bring your weights together, and we zip up the inside of the body, lifting the heels. Keep the height to lower. And bend and zip the front of the body. And lower. Elbows lift. Bring the elbows up and lower. Elbows up and lower. 1 more. Shaving the back of the head. Bring the weights behind you. Press and lengthen. And bring the elbows behind you. Press, lengthen 2. Draw the abdominals in and up. And again, keep your ribs on your back if you can. And bring it back one more. Nice. One quick challenge before we go into chest expansion. Circle the arms and float all the way up. Woo, I can't even do it myself. Circle the arms in the opposite direction and lower yourself down. And circle to lift, bringing yourself all the way up to the big toes, lifted, and reverse the circles to lower to the heels. Good. One more time on your own. Hold the weights and just shake your legs out. Last but not least, chest expansion. Bring your heels together, toes slightly apart. Bring the weights in front of you. Inhale, press the arms, lift the chest, lift the feet. And then look to your right. Look to your left. Come back to center. Exhale and reach the arms forward. Inhale, press and lift and lengthen. Look to your left. Look to your right. Come back center. Exhale and release. One last time. Last side. Good. Place your weights down on the floor next to you. We just don't need them. And turn back to the mirror. Inhale, bring your arms straight up to the ceiling. Exhale, push the air away as you lengthen through the spine to lower the arms. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen through the spine as you lower the arms. Add your heels. Inhale, press up to your big toes. Exhale, push the air away. And then lower the heels with control. Last one. Very nice. You all are cooked. Good job.